Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So this is my review for the Acolyte episode 3. Now, if you watched my previous review of episodes 1 and 2, you will know that I thought they were just okay, I thought they were sort of middling. If I was to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I'd put my thumb in the middle. It was meh. It was okay. And so I was excited for this show because, again, like I said, I thought the trailers looked cool. I thought the premise was interesting, and I thought the cast was pretty interesting as well. We had some pretty cool people in here that were involved that I was interested in the show. And so there was some stuff that I liked with the first 2 episodes. There was some stuff that I didn't like. But going into episode 3, I was hoping it was going to turn it around. And I think I enjoyed this episode more. Now, I don't want to say it's completely turned the series around for me yet. I don't think the episode was that good, but I think it was surprising, I thought it was good. Definitely much better than the previous 2 episodes. Like, definitely much more into what was happening and much more understanding and, just getting engaged with the actual show as a story. And so I enjoyed that. But yeah, this episode is basically just a flashback episode. The whole thing is a flashback to what happened, or, we don't know if it's actually what happened or it's like an unreliable narrator situation, but a flashback to what happened on the planet where May and Osha are from, when Sol initially took Osha to be trained as a Jedi. So we got to look at what actually happened, or at least what we think happened. This could be like an unreliable narrator situation, but we will get into that. So yeah, the entire episode takes place on Brendok, which is where Osha and May are from, where they lived with their initial family, which I didn't know. And was that established in the first 2 episodes that they were witches? That they were raised by witches, like a coven of witches? I don't know. And according to Star Wars mythos, all I know about Star Wars witches are like the Night Sisters. But these are apparently not the Night Sisters. These are a different group. They are, very much connected to the Force, which so are the Night Sisters, but I guess these are connected in a different way. But yeah. Look, there's a lot of exposition in this episode, a lot of things that people are going to be upset about because it's sort of, not rewriting, but it sort of changes the way in which you view the Force, I guess. And so that's going to be very controversial. I think this show's getting way too much hate, by the way. I think it's not, like, in and of itself, the show's not great, but it's definitely not the worst Disney Plus series, Star Wars Disney Plus series that they've put out. I think Book of Boba Fett was terrible, but that got like nowhere near the amount of hate that this show's getting, so I don't know what's happening. And how disappointing, for all these actors involved, like especially Lee Jong-jae, who was in Squid Game, coming off Squid Game. This is his first, English speaking role, and it's in a major franchise, and the whole thing is just getting, completely shut on because of, reasons which I think we all know. It's I've seen so many complaints on Twitter about, oh, there's only one white man in this show and he kills himself due to guilt. I'm like, okay, just stop it. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit when Book of Boba Fett was awful. Nobody talked about that. Nobody said it was a problem with Star Wars and it's too woke. It seems like the only issue people seem to want to talk about with this show is that it's too woke. They don't want to talk about the actual problems with the show, which is stupid because the show does have problems, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as people are making it out to be. But anyway, again, this episode was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed learning more about, the origin of May and Osha. Even though I think the young actors for May and Osha, I don't think were very good. But again, they're child actors. What do you expect? You're able to suspend your disbelief when watching child actors because you're like, oh well, you just got to look past it. But yeah, look, I really enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed the conspiracy. I enjoyed seeing the younger Jedi, like the younger Indara, the younger Kelnaka, the younger Torben, and the younger Sol. I think the de-aging looked great. I think their yellow Jedi outfits, by the way, look so cool. I really like them. But yeah, I enjoyed seeing the younger versions of them. Jodie Turner-Smith as the mother, I think, I don't know, she had like a name, but I can't remember. The mother I thought she was really good in the role. I think, I can't remember the other mother's name, who she's from Dathomir. That's how I remembered her, because she had the horns and stuff. I thought she was cool, but again, I think this episode's exposition with you, exploring more of the Force, what's it called again? Like the Force, not Force dichotomy, Force dyad, I think that's it, where like there's these 2 opposing sides of the Force to, make a balance, to make a super Force being. I don't know. They sort of show it off in the episode where Jodie Turner-Smith's character, the mother is, using the Force and fighting, sparring with those other 2 who, when it's just one of them, she's easily able to push them back, but when it's 2 of them, it's a bit harder. And so I liked them explaining that within the context of the show and within the context of a Force dyad. A Force dyad was also showed in Star Wars Visions, which I didn't actually watch, but I know that I saw it on Twitter. So if you're wondering what that is, there's that episode with the I think they were twins in the episode, right? and one's on the dark side, one's on the light side. It's also very similar to Rey and Kylo Ren, who are a Force dyad. So yeah, we learned that May and Osha are a Force dyad and were sort of created using magic, like sorcery. They weren't natural births, and I don't know. I'm sure we'll explore it more. I don't think they're clones. I think it is like a sort. They use sorcery to create them, right? Which is a very big deal in Star Wars, and so in this universe, and so I'm excited to see what comes of that. But yeah, I enjoyed how you can very much see, even when they're younger, Osha and May are very different. You know, Osha is more drawn to the light side and wants her own life and wants to be a Jedi, while May is she's a little bit more, I don't know what, cunning? Not cunning, but she's a little bit more, you know, mischievous, and she wants to be a witch and she wants this life. And I thought that was really cool, seeing how different they are. Usually when you see twins depicted, they're always like best friends and they're similar, but it's interesting to see twins be depicted in this way, that they are polar opposites. And I think that's a nice parallel with the Force dyad. You know, their personalities are different as well as their connection to the Force. I thought that was cool. But yeah, so I think this episode, people are upset because of the lore surrounding the Force, like them doing the ritual on the girls, sort of, I guess, or them being so powerful in the Force, and them being trained in the Force, and them being given, I guess, like powers of the Force, right? Sort of rewrites how Anakin isn't as special, but I don't think that's true. I don't really think that the two are related, you know? I think they both can exist, and so I think the whole criticism is stupid. But anyway, the episode was surprising to me. I'm excited to see the next episode. The episode was okay. Again, I thought the acting was not great, but I did think that it was better than the last two episodes, so it was surprising to me. But anyway, that was my review for the Acolyte episode 3. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.